So we'll go for our next session, and we'll start with the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Agyanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmittam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnaprestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namne Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Paschati Deshatari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare. So we are continuing from where we left off. So there is going to be some review and there is going to be some Q&A. So just for the viewers who view later, this is my son. It's not going away from my lap. Okay. All right. So we are continuing. Now, if you look at the agenda, you should be able to recognize the first one. Vākya. What is an Vākya? Namapada and Vishnu Bhakti. Vishnu Bhakti, we have not discussed that, but we will discuss that. So over the period of this course, we will be able to recognize all these things. Until then, these concepts will be foreign to us. So I'm not going to explain all these things. This is the Mangalacharan that for our course, this is a Mangalacharan provided by Jiva Goswami. So I hope that by the end of this course, that you will be able to recognize this Mangalacharan quickly. So now it is little difficult to read through, but I'm hoping that over the period it will become easy. What is he trying to express? It's such a long verse. So this is a Mangalacharan given by Jiva Goswami at the end of Harinamamrita Vyakaranam. Haniyam Paniniyam Rasavad Arasavad Kakalapa Kalapaha Sara Pratyagi Saraswatam Apahata Gir Vistaro Vistaro Pichandram Dhukena Sandram Sakalam Avikalam Shastram Anyana Dhanyam Govindam Vindamanam Bhagavati Bhavatim Vani No Ched Bhavani. So he says Paniniya, this Ashtadhyayi, which is written by Panini, should be rejected. And then he says another grammar called Rasavat. Rasavat means which is full of rasa. But he says Arasavat. It is not full of rasa at all. And then there is another grammar grammar called Kalapa. So that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was expert at. It is not created by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he was expert at that grammar, Kalapa grammar. So he says Kalapa is Kakalapa. It's nothing but crowing. The cause of, what is that? Cawing of the crows. And Saraswata, that's a grammar given by Saraswati. All these are Sanskrit grammars. So that grammar is also, you say, Sara Pratyaki. That it is basically does not have any essence in it, meaning in it. Apahata Ghi. Ghi means Saraswati. Apahata Ghi means Saraswati has left that grammar. Vistaro, Vistaro Opi. Okay, so here is the thing. Here is what we learned from last session. It says Vistaro, Vistaro Api. Are you able to recognize this Api? What happened?
If it's ending with A or O, that is E or O, we remove that and that A is gone and then apostrophe comes.
Very good. Okay. So another thing here is he wanted to mention Vistara, Avistara Api. What happened to that?
Avistaro api. Is gone by apostrophe, right?
So here you're not seeing the apostrophe, yet we have to take it. Okay. Sometimes you see the apostrophe, sometimes you don't see the apostrophe. So you have an option. You can take it as Vistaro or you can take it as Avistaro. You get it? Last time we saw one example from the first verse of Bhagavatam. Mrisha, Amrisha, opposite meanings. Just to show. We saw that here. Trisargo Mrisha.
Mrisha.
So it can be taken as Mrisha or it can be taken as Amrisha. This apostrophe is not originally present in the text. It is added later for clarification only. So originally you will not have this in the text. But in recent editions, you would see this, even in this Devanagari also, this Avagraha, this is called Avagraha, that will be added. But in earlier editions, you will not see this Avagraha. You have to assume that Avagraha. So similarly here, when we are studying that we are assuming here. Otherwise, it is meaningless. What is meaningless? Vistara, the grammar Vistara is expansive. That is not what the intended meaning is. Vistaraha, avistaro. So that is not expansive. It does not give any explanation at all. Very, very, very short without any meaning. So that is the thing. Vistaro, vistaropi. Vistaro, vistaraha, avistaraha. Chandram. Chandram is another grammar. Dhukena Sandram. So it is filled with dukha. Sakalam, Avikalam, Shastram, Anyad, Na Dhanyam. So all other Shastras of grammar, they are all they are all producing misfortune. Okay. So when all these grammars produce misfortune and they are all useless, when Govindam Indamanam Bhagavati Bhavati Manino Ched Bravani, when oh Saraswati, when I don't use you in the service of the Lord, all these grammars are useless. Why? Because you can study forever Sanskrit, you will be still roaming around in the material world. But having said that, studying Sanskrit itself is punya. Now you are attending the class, you get punya just by attending the class for Sanskrit, not for English. If you learn English, you're not going to get punya. But for learning Sanskrit, you automatically get punya. Though it's a material punya, but you still get punya for doing this. He gives the next verse. Paniyam paniniyam rasamrud rasavan mutkalapa kalapaha Sara Shri Sari Saraswatam Adhimadugir Vistaro Vistaropi Chandram Saukena Sandram Sakalam Avikalam Shastram Manyat Prashastam Govindam Vindatim Tvam Yadi Bhagavati Veervani Mani Bravani. So he says Panini grammar, the Panini grammar should be drunk nicely. Rasavat Rasamrud. The Rasavat grammar is full of rasa. Same terms he is using. Kalapa. The kalapa is mutkalapa, a bundle of joy. Okay. Sara Shri Sari Saraswatam. So the grammar called Saraswata grammar, which is given by Saraswati, it will give you the ability to attain wealth. Adhi Madhu Gir Vistaro Vistaropi. The Vistara grammar, it is now expansive. Now you should not take this Vistara as Avistara. You see, you have to take it as Vistara only because he is using in the, so depending on the context, you also have to, use the particular rule or not use the particular rule. Okay. So we are not using the rule that, Evo Byama Seharo Vishnu Padante. We are not using that rule here. So we'll just leave it as it is. Vistaro, this grammar called Vistara, it is filled with madhu, sweetness. And Chandram Saukena Sandram. This Chandra grammar is filled with Sukha. Sakalam, Avikalam, Shastram, Anyat, Prasastam. All other Shastras are complete and they are praiseworthy. When, oh Saraswati, if I use you in the service of the Lord. When Saraswati or the Sanskrit is used in the service of the Lord, then all the grammar works are beneficial and it is going to provide value to us. That's why Prabhupada says that you may have so many opulences, but all of them are zeros. When you put Krishna in the front, you are putting one in the front. Then it becomes very valuable. Similarly, learning Sanskrit can become zero if you don't use it in the service of the Lord. But when we use in the service of the Lord, it becomes very, 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 very valuable. Okay. So I'm not expecting you to know this Mangalacharan by now, but over the course, you should be able to understand it and also memorize the verse. Oh, sorry, one second. One second. Okay. So we are going to have quiz now. So I will go by the order. Mataji, I think you already explained it, but you can answer the question here. So here, what happened here and why?
Okay, the one you're okay, is it mute? Okay. So the one you're pointing here because last tumulo there at the end there is O, and because there's O, that is why we are not putting the there, and instead of that we are putting apostrophe in this particular word between tumulo and bhavat.
Very good. Very good.
Go. Go.
Okay. I was looking at the. All right. Now, next question is to Balram. So, okay. So, before that, we look at the answer. After A or O, so we should, going forward, we'll not be calling this as E anymore. This is
A,
called
right?
A. Yeah. We'll speak only in Sanskrit. Okay. A or O at the end of a word, not in the middle of the word. Okay. At the end of a word, the deletion of A happens in the next word. Okay. So,
It's Abhavat, right, Prabhuji?
what is that?
Abhavat. And then A is deleting, right?
Exactly. It was A Bhavat and A is deleted.
No, wait. Keep like it.
Balram. So, what is a Vishnupada? What are its types?
It's like every single word.
Every single word is called what?
Vishnupada.
Vishnupada. Very good.
What are its types?
Kuda, Joseph.
Like a verb or noun, something like that, Balram?
Yeah.
Wait, like object,
Object and
verb,
uh-huh.
and subject.
Subject. Okay. So, those are called Namapada and
Kriyapada.
Kriyapada. Okay. The Namapada is subject and object. They are coming together here in Namapada. And then Kriyapada is the verb. So subject and object, all these are called Namapada. Verb is called Kriyapada. Whatever is not verb, you can put it under Namapada. Okay. Subject, object is not verb. So those are all Namapada. Namapada means that which gives a name. That's it. It doesn't do anything else. Kriyapada means it indicates an action. Kriya means action. Okay. So in Sanskrit, a well-formed word, it's called sadhu shabda. Shabda. Huh? Sadhu shabda. Not non-well, yeah. Not malformed word, but a well-formed word. Well-formed word in Sanskrit is called Vishnupada. Generally, in other grammars, they will call it Pada. Now we are using, because Harinama Murti Vyakaranam, it's called Vishnupada. Okay. So, Balram, is this clear? Okay. And to Sachinanda Hariprabhu, difficult question. What is subject, verb, and object?
Okay. So subject is the thing which is acting, Object, which is subject is acting upon,
Hmm.
and verb, it denotes the action.
Yes,
So,
very good. Very good. You correctly answered. So, subject, that which does the action, verb is the action itself, and object, that upon which the action is acted. Sometimes we may not see the subject, you'll only see object and the action. So, or we will see sometimes subject and the sorry object, subject and verb. Sometimes we see object and verb. So here is one thing: verb has to be present in a sentence. If verb is absent, that is not a sentence in Sanskrit. Even in English also. For example,
Yeah.
can you say a statement without a verb in English?
Balaram is a good boy.
Balram is a good boy. Okay, see, now you are very clever. You are saying, where is the verb? But what is hidden under there is
Is a verb. Yes.
is a verb.
Auxiliary verb.
Yeah. So is a verb. Now you have to use verb. Otherwise, I can say a beautiful boy. That does not complete a sentence. It is just a label. A beautiful boy exists. A beautiful boy comes. Then it becomes a sentence. Verb has to be there. Verb makes uh, a sentence complete. The subject and the object are optional, but verb is mandatory. But
And
English,
can there be a sentence in Sanskrit without subject and object, only verb?
yes. As for example, asmi. It's just denoting the verb alone. However, implied is I exist. I can say I exist without putting a subject just by the verb asmi. I exist.
that I is implied over there.
Yes, it is implied. But I don't need to put there. But in English, you cannot say like that. Exists, nothing it will mean. Why? There is no I implied there. You see that?
When I say just, if I tell Balaram come, that means Balaram has to come.
Okay. True or false? To Mataji again. In Sanskrit, words in a sentence must follow a fixed order. True or false?
No, it's false.
It is false. Yes. In Sanskrit, words need not follow a strict order. It can be appearing in any different direction. All right. So now we'll redo some of the exercises from the previous learning. So this is to Balaram. Bhavanta Bhishmam Abhirakshantu. So here, what is subject, what is verb, and what is subject?
Subject is you.
ये बोल संस्कृत का
इधर word बोलो, संस्कृत का word.
Sanskrit.
Yeah. Subject is Bhavanta.
Bhavanta.
The verb is Abhirakshantu and the object is Bhishma.
Very good. So what is the full meaning?
You protect Bhishma.
You protect Bhishma. What is the P there near you? Plural. Very good. You means so many people are standing, not one person. Okay. So this is a statement given by who said this statement? Duryodhana. Duryodhana in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gītā, he tells, looking at his army, Bhavanta Bhishma Abhirakshantu. All of you protect Bhishma. Because, when Bhishma is fighting, somebody may come and hit him from behind. So you have to be, very careful in protecting Bhishma because he was betting the whole Mahabharata war based on Bhishma. So he wanted him to be Abhirakshantu. Abhirakshantu actually means Abhi means all around. Protect him from all around. So that was his intention. Subject, object, and verb. Okay. Now to Sachinanda Hari Prabhu. Madhava Pandava cha Shankau Pradhatmatuhu. So first try to explain the meaning, then we can go into subject.
Yeah. Pandava and Madhava and Pandava blown the Shankha.
Okay. So what is the subject, verb, and object?
Okay, so here I find two subjects, which is Madhava and Pandava. One conjunction, that is cha. Shankho is the object. Pradatmato is verb.
Okay, very good. And what is the D near conch?
D, Shankho.
Double.
Double. Dual.
Dual, yeah.
So in sense, if I don't put anything, it is singular. Okay. If I put D, it is dual. If I put P, it is plural. So in English, you have more, singular and plural, but in Sanskrit, you have one more additional dual case. So you would see this often dual thing ends with au. Shankau. It ends with au, shankau. There is a famous Upanishadic verse. You would see this. Prabhupada also quotes this. Maybe this one is not showing that without Sandhi. We have we have a Pandit here. So, Rohini Dilal Prabhu, what is that verse in 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gītā which says 2
What is it, bro?
Dvau Purusha. Okay, I got it. So here you see this Dvau imau purushau loke. So in this world there are two persons. Okay. So Dvau, two. This is actually representing two. Imau. Purushau, two persons. So by saying this, two persons exist everywhere. Dvau, imau, purushau. All these are individual words with dual case. Okay. So similarly, you see here in our presentation, Shankau, dual case, two conchs. Okay.
Always dual ends with O.
Not always. The other way around. Wherever it is ending with au, it is mostly dual case, we can say. Okay, subject, verb, and object. So this is to Mataji. Pandavaha Hrishikesham Vakyamaha.
Here the subject is Pandava. So Pandava spoke the sentence to Rishikesha. This is the meaning. And spoke is the verb. Sentence and Rishikesham is both object.
Okay, very good.
I got this sentence last time also.
So now you know.
Yeah, I remember
You
this.
answered it last time.
Yes, I remember this. There were two objects.
So we have two objects for this verb, Hrishikesham and Vakyam. So this is to Balram. Last time also you got this, I remember. Na yenam chinnanti shastrani.
Naindam chinanti shastrani. You cannot cut this with weapons.
Okay, very good. So what is subject, verb, and object?
Not is subject, cut is object, and shastrani is verb. No. Object is shastrani and cut is verb.
Cut is verb.
Yeah.
So cut is verb. What is object? What is object? What is subject?
Na
Why it is why it is subject?
No, it's the object.
It is the object. Okay. Then what is subject?
Shastrani.
Shastrani. Okay. Why?
Because you're gonna use shastrani.
Cut.
Not this.
Okay. Very good. Very good. So we have Shastrani is the subject and Enam, this, that is, it is referring to Atma. You cannot cut the Atma with weapons. So this we are not looking, what is it? Is it subject or verb or object? This is actually should be associated with object. Sorry, not object, I'm saying. Verb. This one, verb.
Okay. Not cut.
Not cut. You do cut or you don't cut. You see that? We cannot associate that with anybody else. Don't Atma, yes Atma. That doesn't make any sense, right? But cut, don't cut. Cut, not cut. So it should be associated with verb. We'll see the special things like this later. We have a separate session called Visheshana and Vishesha. We'll look at that. But until then,
So, Prabhu, why the na has to be in the beginning? We can easily say enam na chindanti shastrani, enam na dahati pavakaha. That
yes,
also looks.
yes, you can do that. And so this I have answered in the first session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Rohinidal Prabhu, you didn't watch the first session, looks like.
No, I didn't watch, Prabhu.
Okay, so please watch the next course. But to answer your question before the next session, here Sanskrit, there is no order for the words.
That is true.
You can put any order you want. You can say na enam chindanti, chindanti na enam, chindanti na sastrani enam. You can put any order you want. And that
That is true. I'm talking from clarity point of view. Enam na chindanti shastrani, enam na dahati pavakaha looks more clear to a reader.
Clear to a
than
reader.
na enam chindanti shastrani.
Correct, correct. So that is a process called Anvaya. So which a grammarian, not grammarian, the commentators, Vākyakara, Sutra, Bhashyakara, when they are writing a commentary in Sanskrit, they will actually put it in proper order for us to read. Easier to read. But in the shloka, usually order is not followed. Even in commentary, I don't need to follow the order, but then it becomes irreadable, unreadable. So the commentary in the prose, usually order is there, but in verse, the order is never followed. But Sanskrit itself doesn't mandate you have to put it in specific order. In English, you have to put it in specific order.
Yeah, okay, anyway. All right, bro. This is Idvaya A and it becomes Nayanam Chindanti, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Next, so who comes next? This is to Balram again. No, just now Balram answered. So Sachinanda Hari Prabhu. Tan bhajami aham.
Tan bhajami aham means I show favor to them. The meaning. Tan to them is the object because this is being acted upon. Aham is the subject who is acting. And bhajami is the kriyapad which is showing favor. So object, verb, and subject. It's like
object, verb, and subject. Very nice. Okay. Object, verb, and subject. Okay. So we are okay. So there is a tidbit here. In Sanskrit, you don't traditionally have space, punctuation mark, capitalization, or you have to cut it into paragraphs. All these are not there in Sanskrit. Okay, these are all Western concepts. So there is a old manuscript. Okay, so this is a manuscript of Bhagavad Gītā. I'm going to zoom in. Are you seeing any space here?
no.
No, there is
No.
no space. There is no punctuation mark. So only one mark you would see. What is this red color lines appearing? Danda mark. That danda is also introduced later. And this is a manuscript from 19th century to 20th century, just 100, 200 years back. So you will see this danda. If you even go further in the timeline, you will not see even that danda also. So you do not know where the sentence ends. You do not know where the word ends. All these things are put together. So this is, if you look at this verse is Evamuktva Hrishikesha, Evamuktva Hrishikesha Gudakeshena Bharata. You don't even know where the word ends. So you need to be very, very, very good with Sanskrit grammar to read directly from the manuscript. But fortunately, these days, whoever is writing, they introduce space between the words. Now you see this here. We have space between the words. Now, if you go traditional thing, there is no space, there is no punctuation mark. So what happens? So all this punctuation mark, everything, question mark is not there. All these things will be converted to words. So when a specific word comes, then you will know, okay, this is a question mark. There are certain set of words which it shows this is question mark, like that. space, you need to be able to recognize a word by yourself. That is why what happens when you are splitting, we saw in that first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam here, it will be written together. Trisargom Risha. So now when you are splitting, okay, here is the thing I am splitting. So therefore, and because it is ending with O, the previous word, I can optionally put a or I don't need to put a. All these things you can apply. And this also becomes a playground for commentators. They'll just give one meaning with one format and another meaning with another format, things like that. So traditionally, Sanskrit does not have space, punctuation mark, capitalization, paragraph. There is nothing. They'll just write like this. Why? It saves space, because those days it was difficult to get a paper. Not only difficult to get paper, you have so many books to carry upon. It's very difficult to carry. So you just write without any space. You can write more things in one palm leaf. So very easy, very compact.
I have one question, Prabhuji.
Yes, bro.
Initially, when we started class, we said a well-formed word, the Vishnu Pada. Now, when we are writing, right, without any space or anything, so how is it possible? How they are determining whether complete sentence is a word or whatever it is written is one word, or how they are breaking up? Means it's implied in the writing that okay, if we read this thing, one word forms at this, like Tetarashtra Uvacha, right? So this is now implied over here. But some big words which someone doesn't know that okay, if it is one word or whole thing is the one word. So can you just
Yeah, for example, let's take this word, bhavantaha. Okay. So this word, if I have to, let me open up a document working sheet. Bhavanta Bhishma. So it will be like this when it is written in the manuscript. So obviously here this aha is usually denoting an end of a word. So I will be able to recognize it. So I will know, okay, so here I have inserted a space. But is there any other thing? Bhavanta is a word, everybody recognizes it. You will have vocabulary, you know what is the Bhavanta, it represents to all of you in plural. Now, somebody can take it like this. Bhau antaha. So this one, there is a Sandhi rule which can turn O into Au. What is that Sandhi rule? You know that, Rohini Dulal Prabhu? O to AV.
Sorry?
You know the Sandhi rule which turns O to AV?
O to AV?
O, Au. You don't know that?
No, Prabhu.
Okay, no worries. So there is a Sandhi rule called, I'm not going to go into that grammar book, it's okay. So there is a Sandhi rule called O Au. The Sandhi rule is called O Au. So O changes to Au when,
Odvaye Au, right?
not Odve Au.
Uh-huh.
This
Okay,
is
all right.
O Au. So this is O Au. So O changes to Au when a alphabet comes next. Okay. So here I can say Bho Antha Bhishmam. I can take it like this. And because of Sandhi, it became Bhav Anta. I can take it like this, or I can just take it as Bhavanta. So this becomes a playground for multiple interpretations. Sometimes you will see in the commentary, one statement they will take, they will split it in different ways, wherever word is correctly formed. Bho here means, the first thing, bho means, oh dear sir, like that. Okay. So you can come up with another meaning also. I'm not able to come up with right now on the spot, but you can just think through and then come up with another meaning also. What is anta? Anta means inner. So you protect Bhishma from inner side, whatever it is. I can just make it up like that. So that becomes a playground for interpreting different meanings. And usually when Krishna speaks, he speaks with multiple meanings within the verses. So, the commentators will expand on that. It can mean this or it can mean this because of this possibility of splitting. Is that answering your question?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Means, as we last time discussed, I think it's coming to the same conclusion that there can be so many possibilities of interpreting this thing, but we need to go with what Acharya has provided, and that forms a framework for us to at least proceed further.
Exactly. So here also sargo, three sargo mrishat. The whole three world is false or whole three world is true. Now, how are you going to take it out? So then the meaning comes to the parampara. They also give the explanation. It is three sarga is true. Why? Because Upanishad says like that. They'll quote and then they'll show proof like that. No, they'll go on. And so. Yes, Rohinindra Prabhu.
So this has to be Trisargaha plus Amrusha, right? Otherwise, there cannot be Eobhya Masya Haro Vishnu Padante, and then there cannot be O there. How come it can be Trisargaha plus Mrisha? Can lead to Trisarga Mrisha.
So this is your question, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a Gopala.
Yes.
So if Gopala comes, this can change to O.
Right.
Why was changed to O?
No, so Trisarga plus Mrisha, right? Adarama Gopalaya Urnityam, that is the rule, right?
Arama, Gopala. Arama and
Trisargaha plus U plus Mrishaha. Okay. Trisarga plus U plus Mrishaha. Trisargo Mrishaha. Okay. All right. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
So just because everybody's here, you note down the advanced questions like this. Maybe we can take it toward the end. Otherwise, I have to explain to everyone, like Sachin and Nari, bro, what are we discussing? So that's a little bit advanced question. We will not discuss it here. It's about Sandhi rules. Most likely in this entire course, we will not study about Sandhi other than few rules, because Prabhupada has given us Sandhi. He has removed the Sandhi from all the verses for us to read through. So we don't need to necessarily study the Sandhi rules to read Bhagavad Gītā and Bhagavatam. So we'll not go through for most of the time. But he's talking specifically about, there is a sutra called Adarama Gopalayoru Nityam in Harinamamrita Vyakaranam. How does that apply if it is a Mrisha, he was asking. Okay, now continuing. All right, so we are now going to continue.
So Nayana Manjari has a question.
Yes, Nayana Manjari. No, be that. Balram is here, your friend.
That's fine, bro. We can continue.
All right. Okay. So, 1 second. Vākya. We are going to continue. We are going to see some more exercises today as well. Okay. Before that, yes. So just recapping, Vishnupada. Vishnupada is a word, any well-formed word, sadhu shabda, and it is namapada divided into and kriyapada. Kriyapada is verb, namapada subject, object, etc. Padam. Okay. All right. So now, so far we have studied the subject, object, everything, English words. Going forward, we are going to change all these English words into Sanskrit words. Okay. So the subject here is called Prathama. Prathama means number one, literally. Okay. And object is Dvitiya, number two. So when there is number two, you have to say that is object. When there is number one, you have to say subject. And over the, yes. Okay. So over this course, we will see this number will increase. We have so far seen 1 and 2. We will see 3, 4, 5 like that. Okay. And we will call that by Prathama or Dvitiya. We will not say any more subject or object. You can say Karta or Karma. Karta means subject, Karma means object. And for verb, we will use the term Kriya. K. Kriya. Okay. All right. So Sanskritam, another tidbit, it does not have a fixed script. So letter writing system, you do not have a fixed script. So you in the past, people used to use their regional script to write Sanskrit. For example, here is a palm leaf manuscript. You're seeing this here. Let me actually exit out and then zoom it here. So this is actually Sanskrit. This is a snippet from Harinamamrita Vyakarana. Okay. It is, what is it written? It is not written in Devanagari. It is written in Bengali script. But the text actually is Sanskrit. They are writing Sanskrit using Bengali script. So similarly, if you go to South India, in some of the South Indian temple, you will see old Tamil script. They would have written on the walls, inscribed on the walls. They write Sanskrit using Tamil script. Or you can use Telugu script, or you can use Kannada script, you can use Marathi script, or Bengali script. Sanskrit was an oral language. So the guru speaks to the disciple speaks to his disciple, and then they memorize it everything. They keep everything in the head and then they pass it on. Later, Vyasadeva figured out that people are going to be very, very low brain capacity in Kali Yuga. So then they started writing. So different scripts were used over the period. In the very, very early days, they used to use Brahmi script. Then they started using regional scripts. The Devanagari script, which we are seeing today, written here in the top, it was started to be used around 10th century. And then slowly over 18th century and 19th century, it started taking the mainstream. So then people started writing all the Sanskrit texts in Devanagari. Before that, they used to use their regional script. That is why we see 500 years back when Rupa Goswami is writing this, this is actually written by, not written by Rupa Goswami, so a scribe has written it. But anyways, this is a commentary on Harinamamrita Vyakaranam. They are using this Bengali script to write Sanskrit, but it is all Sanskrit text. Yes, Roginidala Prabhu.
We say that Vyasadeva dictated and then Ganesh wrote, right, Vedas. So what was the script then?
What was the script used? So probably they would have used Brahmi script or something. Oh, what happened?
I was thinking it was Devanagari since he's still dead. Devanagari.
This Brahmi script, probably they would have used it. You see this. You see this like this. It looks almost like Greek or something like that.
This is which script?
This is the Brahmi script. Used to use this script to write Sanskrit verses. We cannot even read what they have written. More looks like Chinese for us.
Egyptian. It looks like more Egyptian too.
Egyptian, right? So, around the 4th century, you can read more about this Brahmi script they used to use for writing Sanskrit. You see, Sanskrit prose. Later, they started using this Devanagari script.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. I have been thinking that Devanagari is the original Sanskrit.
Yeah. Many of us used to think like that. So Devanagari is not the Sanskrit. Sanskrit does not have any fixed script. Over the period, it changes, and people used to use their regional script to write Sanskrit. Okay. Now we'll do some Vākya Abhyasanam, continuing the previous things only, and then one more topic we'll introduce in this class, then we will wrap it up. Okay. So starting with Rohinidulal Prabhu and Naina Manjari, I will start including you in the exercise from next session. You first watch the first session, so you'll be complete. Okay. Mataji, I think we went through this. Okay.
Yes.
But now this time you should use Pratama, Dvitiya and Kriyapada. Okay. Not
Yes.
subject, object, verb. All right.
Say about this. Okay, so it is you I just said the translation of it.
Yes.
You protect Bhishma. Bhavantam is the Prathama, with the subject. Abhi Rakshantu is the Kriyapad. And Bhishma is the Drutiya, which is object.
Very good. Very good. 1, 2.
1, 2, and K. Okay.
Very good. But use the term Prathama and Dvitiya because it will many places we'll use that. But remember the number also.
Okay.
Okay. To Balaram. Pitama Shankam Dadmao.
Pitama Shankha Dadma.
Yes, Prathama, Dvitiya, and Kriyapad. You need to say in that way.
So first you identify what is subject. The subject becomes Prathama. You identify what is object. Objects becomes Dvitiya. And then you find out what is verb. Verb becomes Kriyapad.
The verb is the Kriyapad is Dadamo.
Dadmao.
Prathama.
Yeah, the Prathama is Pitama.
Pitama is Prathama. Okay.
Drutiya.
Dvitiya.
And the Dvitiya is Shankam.
Shankam is Dvitiya. Very good. Okay. So Shankam is Dvitiya, Pitama is Prathama, and Dadmao is Kriyapada. Very good. Now to Sachinanda Hari Prabhu. It comes same thing.
Madhava Pandavascha Shankhamam Pradadmatau. Madhava and Pandava on the Shankha.
How many Shank? How many Konks?
Pardon?
How many Konks were there?
Shankho, yeah, dual.
Dual. 2 Konks. Okay, very good.
So, Pradadmatau is Kriyapad. That is K. Madhava, Madhava and Pandava is Prathama. And Shankho is Dvitiya object.
Dvitiya. Okay, very good. So 2 Prathama we have here. 1, Madhava and Pandava. And Shanka is Dvitiya, object or karma. And then Pradatmatahu is Kriyapad. So I'm introducing some concept here, Prathama Dvitiya. Over the period, we'll change that notion as well. But in the beginning, take with this. Okay, whatever the notion I'm introducing. So this is a little bit different. So this goes to Mataji. Acharya Chamum Pasya. So what is it trying to say?
Oh, teacher, see the army.
Very good. Oh, teacher, see the army. Now?
So, Acharya. Acharya is one who's doing action. So, Acharya is the Prathama. Pasya is the Kriyapad. And Chamun is the Dvitiya.
Chamum is the Dvitiya. Very good. Acharya is Prathama, right? Yeah. However, it is in the form of what we call sambodhana. Sambodhana means you are calling a person by name. So here that person is not doing the action. He may, it is expected he will do later, but in this sentence, he is not doing the action, correct? So you are telling him to do something. Oh,
is it that Acharya will be the object also here?
So Acharya has a special term which is called, you see, number 8. Okay.
Oh, number 8. Okay.
Number 8. So it is also Prathama only. You are right. But it is a special case of Prathama. But just for clarity, it is not the subject. Because to differentiate it, I'm using the number 8. Traditionally.
So is there subject? Okay.
Traditionally also they use the number 8.
Okay. So is there will be any subject in this sentence or not a subject in this sentence?
Yes, the subject is implied. Subject is Tvam, you. O Acharya, Tvam Chamum Pasya, you see the army. That you is not there. It is implicit. Okay. So it becomes the subject there. So as I said previously, subject or object can optionally appear or disappear from a statement. Verb should never disappear. Okay. All right.
What is the 8 number called?
8, sambodhana.
Sambodhana.
Sambodhana. Which is it? Calling out. You are calling to the person. Oh teacher, oh acharya, like that.
Because exclamation is that is why it is oh teacher, right?
What is that?
Because there's an exclamation after acharya, that is why we call it in that way, right? So is it that always sambodhan word will have exclamation?
So you see, in Sanskrit you don't have punctuation mark.
But here it is, yeah.
I introduced it for clarity. Even in the Bhagavad Gītā, you will not see this exclamatory mark.
Then how we will know it is
Because the word ending, the suffix. So I always say Ramaha, Ramam, Maritavan. So Ramaha, aha, it is there. Ravanam, is there. So because of this endings, you will be able to figure out which is Pratama, which is Dvitiya. But in this course, we are not going to look at how to identify Pratama or Dvitiya based on the suffix. That is not the goal of this course. The goal will be clear in 2-3 sessions. It will be very clear what you are going to fully learn. I have given some synopsis, but it is difficult to explain the goal without explaining some concepts. So in 2-3 classes, it will be clear what is the going to be the goal of this course. All right. So here I will give you the indication. No, this is by putting an exclamatory mark, that is sambodhan, like that. Okay, so this is to Balram. Dvijottama Vishishtaha Tan Nibodha. Dvijottama.
Dvijottama
Ah.
Pratham Tan Nibodha.
Nibodha.
So it means Dvijottama stand to distinguish them.
good.
Very good. What is subject here? What is Pratama, what is Dvitiya, and what is Kriya Pada?
Pratama, it's the Dvijovatam.
Dvijotam is
Just told now only.
Sambodhana. Exclamatory mark is there. It's number 8, not number 1 or number 2.
Vishishta is
So Prabhu and Mataji can also jump in. What do you think?
Yeah, you is a silent, like we are saying, oh Divya Uttama, you understand to distinguish them.
Okay.
So you is silent, like implicit here.
This is actually a little difficult statement. No wonder, all of you are struggling. The reason is, it is not single statement, it is 2 statements. Sanskrit.
Can I try, Prabhuji?
Yes, please.
So, as you said earlier, Dvijottama is a number 8, Sambodhana. Vishishta looks like a Visheshan. Vishishta is describing the quality, right? So, Tan is the object, that is which is Dvitiya. Nibodha is Kriyapada.
You are almost close to that. That Visheshan concept we'll talk about later. It looks like a Visheshan, but it is not, because the reason is it is actually 2 sentences. Okay, let me show the answer here. You see that special arrow mark here? Okay, so the special arrow mark, what does it say? Dvijottama, number 8, is used. O Dvija Uttama. It is referring to Brahmanas. Dvija are Brahmana, Vaishya or Kshatriya are called Dvijas. So Dvija Uttama is the best of the Dvijas, which is Brahmanas. So Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, all these 3 people are called Dvija, twice born. They take 2 births. Dvija, they take 2 births. Dvija, Vaishya, Kshatriya and Brahmana. So they are at the top. Dvija Uttama. That is referring to a Brahmana basically. It's a side point. Anyways, so he's calling out to Dronacharya. So this is a statement spoken by Duryodhan. So he's saying, "Oh Dvijottama, Vishishtaha. Here my army, special people are there." Okay, there ends one sentence. Okay, there ends one sentence. Then next sentence starts, Tan Nibodha, you see them. Okay. So this multiple sentence packing together, you will find everywhere in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, you will not see one sentence most of the time. Most of the time, three, four sentences will be packed. So then how do we find out where the sentence ends, where the sentence next sentence starts? So that is where we'll start introducing a marker. Here a marker I have introduced. This marker, this arrow mark, that is called a transformation. Okay. In the first sentence, O Dvijottama, Vishishtaha, there is a verb that is missing. So we said that every sentence has to have a verb, correct? So Vishishtaha, a sentence ends. Where is a verb? You should immediately ask. If I say by Vishishtaha, there is a sentence ends, there is no verb, right? So without a verb, your sentence is not complete. Is this sentence complete or not?
It is complete. I think it is asking Pashya, means, right?
Pashya is previous sentence. The fourth, number 4. There.
It is asking, see my distinguished army. Oh, Dvijottama.
So
It's not a question, it is a order. Right? This sentence is not a question sentence.
So Sachinandani Prabhu, your point is you are introducing a verb there. See, correct? The verb is not there.
The way you said, like, subject is implied in the sentence.
Can we imply the verb also? Correct? Yes, very good point. You're almost close to the answer. You can imply a verb, but only one verb. That one verb, you can introduce it anywhere. You cannot introduce any word I like. I cannot say, eat. They are eating. I cannot say. Oh, they are walking. I cannot say. But one verb I can introduce anywhere when the verb is missing in a sentence. That is called the verb as. As. In English, it is a Sanskrit word. As. It means existing.
Okay.
So, Vishishtaha Santi, there it becomes Vishishtaha Santi, means the distinguished people are existing. So, existing, the verb exist or existing, you can introduce it anywhere whenever there is a verb mixing. Okay. So, that is the point I want to introduce it here. All right.
So here, how distinguish is the one number?
Number, okay. So the verb is missing here. So you will add another Kriya Pada here. So how it will become? Let me actually open our this guy. Okay.
No problem.
Vijotama Vishishtaha Santi Tan Bodha. It will become like this, more or less, like I put a full stop here. You see, if in English I have to put, I would write like this. So if I translate it here, O Dvijottama So if I have to accurately write this, O Dvijotama, the Vishishtas are the distinguished people. This together is representing Vishishta. The distinguished people are here, are existing here. Okay. Tan Niboda, understand them. So here is a Pratama because existing. Who is existing? Subject has to exist. Correct? Not object is existing. Subject has to exist. So the subject or the Pratama here is Vishishtaha. There the sentence ends. Then the next sentence is Ta Niboda. The same subject in the previous sentence becomes object in the next sentence for understand verb. You see that? Same thing immediately transformed. That is why I have used transformation. A sentence ended here and we introduced a verb, and then that same word has been transformed to another form, which is object here, and understand. So now, how would you know all these details if I have not told you this? Correct? So this is where I will use these numbers and markers. So when I put numbers and these kind of markers, you should be able to read this statement as it is in Sanskrit. My goal of this course is that I will use markers like this for the verses. Then natively you will understand how is it written.
Okay. Okay. So, Pravi, one basic question. Vishishtaha, here we are making that as a subject. But Vishishta in any sense doesn't look like a subject, right? Because unless you tell us that, okay, means distinguished army we are army or generals we are referring to. Before that, we will not know. Means after reading that, I thought it's a Visheshan only. Visheshan for something.
Yeah.
Describing.
Visheshan concept I'm not going to detail here because there's a separate session I have.
What I am trying to say, like in general Hindi also, if someone says like that, I would say, okay, it is describing something. That's why it doesn't look like a subject. For what it is described, it is a subject, right? In case of this is army or generals, he's referring to. So reading at this, like in first place, reading this sentence, it doesn't come out that much.
Correct. So, for example, in English, let's say I'm using the word is for a sentence, eat the delicious. Is that a proper sentence or not? Eat the delicious.
No,
it is a proper sentence. Eat the delicious is a proper sentence. I'm actually missing out the food, delicious food. I can just go with the Visheshan. Eat the delicious. Eat the delicious thing makes it more understandable, but eat the delicious is a proper. Similarly, here also in Sanskrit also you can use. For example, the beautiful, oh beautiful one, we say, oh beautiful one, the one person who is beautiful. In Sanskrit, you will use Sundara. Sundaraha agachati, a beautiful person is coming. Sundaraha literally mean the beautiful, right? Beautiful is coming. In English, it doesn't make sense. In Sanskrit, it makes perfectly sense.
So subject is always implied. One has to
that concept Vishesha, we will come. Then that you will get more clarity around that. I am just reserving that subject for now because it opens another topic itself, and I don't want to jump because I'm introducing a lot of concepts here. I want to slowly introduce.
Sure.
Okay, but understand it. When you see this marker at the bottom, you should, next time I give you a sentence with these markers, you should be able to explain to me.
Okay.
So there is a marker means there is a sentence is ending. And then a new sentence is starting. The previous sentence, the word in the previous sentence is transforming to another form in the next sentence. That much you should be able to make it up.
And one basic question, Rogi. is this style will be followed all over the Sanskrit work, or it will be something different? Like in this case, we are seeing that okay, subject is now being transferred in second sentence, it becomes object. So this style is going to be followed all over the Sanskrit, or as you mentioned that there is no pattern we are following. So
okay. So this marker pattern and all usually is not present. This is a pattern I introduced it, that it is transforming. Because once you know this suffixes and all, you will be able to make it. But what is the goal of this course? As I said, I will try to create a prompt for ChatGPT. When you put the verse along with a prompt to ChatGPT, it will give you all these markers for you.
okay.
So then you will be able to naturally read through. Oh, this is what it is written here. You see? But as I said, ChatGPT sometimes does mistakes. That I cannot help with that. But most of the time, it should be able to help you.
Prabhuji, when you said marker, is it like number 8, one arrow going?
Yes, correct.
But now when you ask the question, you give after you answer that thing.
Yes, absolutely. You are just catching up what I am coming to next. You will see that after 3 statements, three more sentences in this exercise, I will immediately show the numbers. I will stop asking you the numbers. Okay. Right now, I am making you understand the concept. So I'm asking you. But going forward, I will not ask you the number. I will put the number. I will ask you the translation. Okay. That is the exercise. You have to translate the sentence. Okay. Rohini Dulal Prabhu.
Prabhu, the second sentence is Tan Niboda, right? So that Niboda is indicating to understand something. Right? Understand them to be distinguished seems to be the meaning there. But distinguished is not coming into the second sentence.
Correct.
Right?
So if I have to translate in English, how would I accurately translate? Oh, Dvijotama, here are the distinguished people. Understand them. Or see them.
Understand them to be the distinguished people.
No, that won't come like that. Because then it is first it's
redundancy, right? Okay.
Different form. The Sanskrit, you see, this is where you will natively understand once you have these markers. In English, if I give word for word, you can come up with the understanding. Oh, understand the distinguished. Correct? You may. But that's not what is written in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, it is 2 different sentences. So here are the distinguished. The distinguished people are existing. Understand them or no. And then he's starting to tell the names of the people. See? So understand them. Here are the people, like that.
Yeah, who came to sacrifice their lives for me?
Exactly. All right. Any other questions? So please, clarify your doubts. We'll try to wrap it up. This will be the last exercise for today. In another 3 or 4 sentences are there. Then we'll wrap it up. Okay. So before coming to next class, I'll send you the slides in advance. Last time I sent you a little late. Please go through it so that quiz you will be ready for that. Okay. And see, I'm going to add more and more concepts. It will become little difficult. But we'll put the exercises periodically to review, brush up the concepts, and then we will just chug along. We'll go through them like that. Okay. So, whose turn is it now? Who said this? This is Vishishtagatan Niboda. That was actually Balram was saying. Okay, now it is Sachinanda Hari Prabhu's turn.
Krishna Ratham Stapaya. Oh Krishna, place the chariot.
Very good. Place the chariot. What is the Pratama, Dvitiya, and Sambodhana and all these things?
Okay. So, Oh Krishna is Sambodhana, that is number 8.
No, you don't read from English.
Krishna, number 8, Sambodhana.
Okay.
Ratham is object. Sorry, Dvitiya. And Sthapaya is Kriyapad.
Sthapaya is Kriyapad. Very good. 8, 2.
But I will say you have given hard to me and easy to Papa.
What is that?
Balram will say, you have given hard sentence to me and easy to Papa.
Sorry, Balram, you came in that hard. That was not intended for you. Okay. Now to Mataji. Hare Tugdam Pibatu.
Oh, Hara, drink the milk.
Hmm.
Hare is sambodhana. Pibatu, drink is a kriyapad, and the milk is the Ditiya.
Ditiya. Very good. Okay. So now that you mentioned this is Sambodhan Hare, how Hara.
A2K.
And Dugdam is milk, and two, and Kriyapada. I'll come to your question, Rohinindra Prabhu.
Prabhuji, in the sixth sentence, it is A21, and here it is.
Oh, sorry, that's a mistake. I will correct it. That is A to K. So that's A to K. That's a mistake. I need to fix it. Thanks for pointing. Mataji, you can answer the next one as well. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. This. Okay, let me think now. It is okay. Okay, so hard to tell.
Maybe I'm chanting everything. We should know the meaning of that.
If we look from that, like, how do I break this into Kriya and this?
Okay, this is a hard one.
After every word, it becomes.
What to say again?
What is that?
It becomes sambodhan, and as you said, kriya pad is. It looks like implied in that.
So there is no kriya pad for this.
But you said every sentence has a kriya pad, right?
Like that.
There is no kriya pad.
Sorry, not us, right?
Us is the implied in every sentence, but in this case there is no subject, there is no object, there is no place for us also. It's only kriya pad. Sorry, no, only sambodhan.
Only sambodhan. So can only sambodhan be also be there?
Yeah, when you are chanting kirtan, when you are doing, you can only put sambodhan. So you are just calling out, oh Hara, oh Krishna, oh Hara. You're calling out. That's why Prabhupada says that you're calling out to Krishna. That is the meaning of this sentence. Oh Hara, oh Krishna, oh Hara, oh Krishna. Then Prabhupada adds another Kriyapada. What he says? Engage me in your service. You see, he says, oh Krishna, oh Hara, engage me in your service. That is not there in the original mantra, but it's an implied bhava for that. But the only thing it is here is only sambodhan. There is no pratama, dvitiya.
Prabhuji, you mentioned in the beginning that always verb has to be there sentence. So
yes.
In this one, there's exception for this.
This one, we are not asking for anything. We are just calling out. Like for example, when Sachinanda Hariprabhu has to call you, he will just call you, oh Shrama Vallabi. That's it. That means he's asking you to come. Like that. It is.
Tell him, full sentence only I'll come.
That's sometimes when the husband calls the wife, it doesn't even respond. That's not the thing. So yeah, so it is just calling out, and later once at the end of Namapada, we'll understand why is this there is no Kriyapada here. We said that without Kriyapada, without a sentence is not complete without a Kriyapada. I don't want to introduce that concept here. This is an exception where you can put only Sambodhan, and that is in itself is complete.
So one more rule, that Sambodhan can be a complete sentence.
One where the Sambodhan can be a complete sentence or not, you're asking. No, there is always a verb implied to it. But here is the verb, except the us, it is something else implied. That's your bhava. So you have to, when you're calling out, you're asking him to come to you, appear here. All these are implied bhava. So different people will have different bhava. Oh Krishna, engage me in your service. Oh Krishna, please come here. Oh Krishna, oh Radha, please appear in front of me. You can have anything implied there for calling.
Okay.
Rohinidula Prabhu, sorry, you wanted to ask something? You wanted to say something?
I was saying that your intention is the Kriya Padam. Say, I was trying to
Your
say.
intention is the Kriya Pad. Yeah. Your intention is the Kriya Pad. Only when Sambodhana is existing. Okay. All right. So,
Prabhuji, when we are calling someone, that sambodhan itself implied that someone need to appear, or we have some, we want them to be here.
that's implied. Unless I add a verb, for example, in the case of for, Acharya, Chamum Pashya, you're saying, see the army. No, I'm giving a specific verb there. But here, when the verb is not implied, then it is the devotee's mood becomes the verb. Okay. So we will actually, so you see here, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. There's nothing else is there in that sentence. Okay. All right. I think this, okay. We'll have this as, from next session onwards. We'll wrap it up here. Any questions, any clarifications you need? Okay. Thank you. Yes.
One last question, Prabhuji.
Yes.
On fire, you said this you will give as a pointers, right? So in this fifth word is like 8, 1, 2, 3. These are the pointer, and we need to understand that meaning based on this.
Yes, exactly. Yep. So these numbers are common. Even in text, which is analyzing for you grammar, you would see these kind of numbers only. But these numbers will add some more notations as well. These are not the only notations. So we'll just refine our notations going forward. And when we come to the final notation, we'll also prepare a ChatGPT prompt. If you give a sentence and the ChatGPT prompt, it should be able to give you all these notations. Then you should be able to read through the sentence. That is what my goal of this course is. Yeah.
We'll be doing this exercise, suppose, on some commentaries.
Commentaries, it is little difficult, but at least verses. Verses. Because if you go back to my first thing, I mentioned here, understanding commentaries confidently, you will not be able to do. That's not the goal of the course, But understand a verse on your own using ChatGPT. That's the goal of a verse, the goal of the course.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
We forget, Prabhuji, every time. So,
so every time I should put this in the front. What's the goal of the course? So we will stop here, and this is session 2. Yeah. So we'll stop here, and we'll continue from next week. Thank you. Let me stop the recording. 1 second. It's not showing this.